we've thrown in permanent dark events to make the game get harder and harder, as if the game wasn't hard enough. We're on a supply raid mission here, trying to get supplies off this Advent train over here, and there is a chance that the Chosen Assassin is going to show up and ruin our day. And we also have the Sitrep Shadow Squad, so we've got everyone capable of going into concealment once per mission. So we're going to start with Mr. Clayton here, our sharpshooter. This is very early in the game, this is maybe the 5th mission along. We've got Adam here for our specialist. We should probably take these out straight away and then try and throw the whole squad back into concealment. Maybe even before the assassin shows up. Especially on high difficulties, I really advocate the idea of getting most of your squad or all of your squad to do their blue moves before your yellow moves. Because the key to XCOM really is not to get screwed over by enemies triggering unexpectedly. And yes, some of us are out of cover right now, but that's okay, because it's not going to stay that way. And we're going to be extra careful. Let's see, how close can we get our ranger? Not that close. We're going to be trying to go for the sword on the sectoid if we need to. But generally, getting up and close, slashing a sectoid and then triggering another pod over there somewhere is all too familiar. So we'll be careful. We'll get Adam in a bit closer. Now, sometimes you get things like this where there's a square right next to a load of reveal squares. And sometimes it's just because that soldier can't see an enemy. So sometimes it's a bit of a risk, even if the game says that you're not going to trigger. You might, because there might actually be another enemy. But we're going to go for it anyway. And we're okay. Good. I'm going to put Clayton on the corner here. I'll put our Grenadier Pollard on this side. And then most of the characters have to people I know, so if you're on here, congratulations. Hopefully you won't die. Oh, and those are 2 stun lancers as well, so this is a particularly nasty patrol. And one we really need to get the jump on. Now, I usually use the specialist last, because if something terrible goes wrong, we can always have aid protocol, whereas if he's fired already, then we lose that option. So it's all about keeping as many options open as possible until you absolutely have to. Now, I really think that this Justice is going to come in really useful. It's a shame you can only grab humanoids. It'd be great to pull the sectoid over and then slash them up close with our Ranger. Equally, I don't want to put him on Overwatch because he, from here, can fire twice. So I can shoot them once, justice them in. So who are we going to open with the grenade? I could open with Pollard's grenade, but if it goes really badly, we might need to use the flashbang. We can, in fact, reach them all from here. So I think this is the way to go. Alternatively, I could have Clayton throw it in, but he's probably got one of the best shots on the others, so I might have him Overwatch and take a shot. If I will do that, I'll have him take an Overwatch shot. I've never beaten the game on Legend before. I've beat it plenty of times on Commander, So if you have any advice for me in the comments, feel free. I might regret asking for that, but yes, Clayton. Shoot its after image for massive damage. Okay. So this is actually not too bad. Don't be fooled, everything is totally fine. Perfect. 76% chance and we kill a stun lancer outright. Beautiful. Excellent, this is already going how we want. Another really useful thing, that sectoid over there on 1 health. I was hoping to maybe use Ammon's stock to finish it off for that nice free 2 damage on a miss, but he's just a little bit out of view. So I'll probably have to get one of them to finish it. But the sectoid in this case is the least dangerous, because let's say we were to leave it alive. If it mind controls someone, we kill the sectoid next turn, no problem. You resurrect someone, we kill the sectoid next turn, no problem. Stun Lancer can cause some real nasty damage. So I think our ranger. Where's our ranger? Oh, she's thrown already. My mistake. So can we get into a better position? Not much, but we could Overwatch on a hit. 5 to 7. We've got the we were lucky and got the conventional weapons improved breakthrough on the research earlier, so that's not a disaster already. So we're gonna have to do one thing at a time. Do you know what? Let's not be taking risks. We've got loads of grenades. Let's just get rid of that right now. Of course, the tree won't go down completely. Taking a bit of a risk pushing forward, hoping we're not going to reveal another pod of enemies, but this close. So this wasn't perfect. This could have gone better. But he's on fire. Oh no! I think he missed. Now the Overwatch is going off. Beautiful. So we got a little lucky there, but that's a really nasty pod wiped out. Hopefully the Chosen won't show up. Okay. Beautiful. So that was a really nasty pod, and we've somehow come away from that. And now I think conceal sit rep is useful when you use it on everyone at once. So bar a few bullets, we've basically took that pod out for free. Okay, lovely.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Now we just need to rinse and repeat.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Let's see if we can spot the next pod from concealment. We've got no time limit on this mission, so we'll take it slow. I try not to be too much of an Overwatch spammer, but there is a time for it. Now is that time. Well, we're concealed anyway. Oh god, another same pod. Still, this is good. We've got a nice double full cover here for Clayton. I'm glad we didn't go too close. Very glad indeed. Now we literally have the same enemy pod. So we're probably going to go for a very similar strategy.
Moving to designated position.
However, it might be nice to come round this side a bit. And since we have all the time in the world.
Position bestätigt.
I know it was a bit of a lazy dashing there, but we're covering old ground, so we can be a bit more cavalier. Now, we don't have any autoloaders yet, so I think now is a time, perfectly reasonable time for everyone to start reloading. I'm a bit apprehensive about putting Collier there, because all they need to do is patrol around the corner, and unless we're going to Overwatch trap them, which I haven't, that's going to be a nightmare, so we're going to put it here.
Moving on target location.
We're not thinking so much about cover as much as concealment right now. He can go on Overwatch because he's happy where he is. And yes, if we had put Collier there, things would have gone real bad. Ah, this isn't 2 stun lancers. This is nicer. We have a nice 4 health Advent Trooper that we can kill with pretty much any shot from pretty much anyone. In theory, we hope. Oh, critical 64. So this is going to be our opening move, 100%. I'm not going to put him on Overwatch because he gets 2 shots anyway. I'm going to open with a grenade. Well, they probably don't need... Actually, no, we don't need to open with a grenade this time. It might actually be nice to save them a little bit. Or we could use Clayton's grenade, actually. In fact, I think we will. Gonna put Pollard on the Overwatch, because it'd be nice to get 1 Overwatch shot in. Keep Adam, because we might need that aid protocol if something goes horrendously south. And then hopefully Zyle. Oh yeah, I say I name everyone after my friends. I don't have the privilege of knowing anyone called Amon Ripper Zyle. If I did, I'd be a happy man. But everyone else. Okay. Let's put some holes in them. I could go for the slash, which would do more damage, but it's not going to kill it. And there's not a beautiful 64% chance to crit. So this time we take the gun. Boo. Oh, very nice. This is excellent. Ah, made a mistake. I put Pollard on concealed Overwatch so he didn't shoot because he wasn't revealed. So that was a definite mistake. And now we have a stun lancer. Okay, now 43% chance. Terrible shot, you say, but advanced stock, 2 damage guaranteed. Take full advantage. Didn't even miss. And may as well take his second shot. And see, even on a miss, we get damage. That would have been nice the other way around. I think we've got to take this. Let's just check. So we've only got Clayton left.
Target elimination compromised.
Yeah, I should not have put Pollard on Overwatch. It was a concealed Overwatch. Now we are in a bit of trouble again. And we've only got Clayton. Let's look at our options. 53% chance, and might kill him. That's not going to kill him. So really, if we're lucky, we can kill him with this. If we're not, we'll take some hits. Just how it goes. Okay. Gonna have to pay for our mistake. They really seem to hate Clayton. They just can't touch him. This is XCOM. Sometimes luck goes with you, sometimes it goes against you. Today it's with me. I'm so glad there isn't friendly fire on the guns in this game. No, that's bugged out a bit, but I'm pretty sure she's still standing behind cover where we left her. I've had a few bugs actually where the soldiers' appearances and the soldiers' actual position sort of flies all over the map, but the game still knows what tile they're on because see, I can't actually move into that tile. So I think she is fine. Now we still have Pollard concealed, which screwed us over earlier, but now we can make use of it and actually use the heavy as a scout. Because why not? Again, take our time. Don't want to push forward with anyone unconcealed, because if we trigger another pod, we screw ourselves. So it's a beautiful time to get reloads in. Alright, it's quiet. Wouldn't be too bad if they showed up now. We've got a good few Overwatches to start on. Okay, it is quiet. Too quiet. I'd like to get a reloaded on Lee, but for now, let's see what's on the other side of the mirror. And by mirror, I mean train.
Good copy. Moving on target. Locked and loaded.
A good habit is to push someone out, preferably a concealed person, and then make sure everybody else stays behind them to minimize your chance of a unpleasant and sudden reveal of every enemy on the map. I'm tempted to run Clayton over here, just because all these places he doesn't really have a shot. Hopefully soon we will get the battle scanners equipment. Extremely useful. Intel is everything in this game. If you know what's coming, can't go too far wrong. Oh, I really like this as a piece of cover. Let's do it in 2 steps, just in case. I would hope that if there's an enemy over here, Pollard would have seen it for us.
Closing on target position now.
And for now, we'll just keep tight together. There's no risk of explosions right now, so we can afford to... what's he doing? And he's got a grapple somewhere. Oh. Oh. Keep that in mind for later. Probably going to grapple him up there and shoot down at something over here. Okay, good. Oh, they're right on the train though. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. But that's good. It's nice to know roughly where they are. Be nice to know a bit more.
Okay.
Now let's say I were on a timed mission and rushed him up here and he triggered some pods. The perfect counter, well, a great counter to that, is to then either teamwork to get him to run back or aid protocol to stop that soldier who ran too far from getting shot to bits. But hopefully we don't need to worry about that. Also, I'm going to reposition everyone back to where they were before to an extent. Ripper can stay on this side because there's some nice grapple cover. It's not really anything... No, that building over there is a bit far out. That I like the look of. That there's actually some cover on the roof. But we just want to keep him back and get Pollard to spot the big nasties. I quite like here as a position for Clayton, but not yet. Stay where he is for now.
Come get some.
Actually, if they trigger next turn, he's going to be useless, so I'm going to run him back here.
I stand ready. Got it covered. Augen auf. Da vorne bewegt sich was.
You know, we thought it was a mistake leaving Pollard on Overwatch concealed is actually turned out quite useful. Keeping one soldier left, you can act like a Reaper or a Phantom Ranger. So it's not normally the Grenadier, but hey, if it works, don't break it.
Bestätigt. Feindlicher Trupp entdeckt.
What do we got? Priest. Oh, lovely. 2 soldiers. We've taken out the nasty pods, and there's unlikely to be anything worse than that. Famous last words. Ooh, and a little far away as well. That's okay. Alright. I'm actually going to push him up to here, but not yet. So next order of business really is try and... Oh, he's already in position. We're losing 14% of our aim to squad sight, so if we can get a bit closer... I still quite like this as a position. Can't really see any... Well, we could have suitable high cover here, but to be honest, cover's not that much of an issue for snipers, because they should be way, way, way back. Really, I want him close enough just to get a better aim. So this will do.
Headed there now.
Now, a good thing to do here is you can kind of predict whether you're going to trigger them or not, to an extent, because we can see them with Pollard. If I move this around, you can use the target preview. You can see whether you'll see them. That means most of the time, that's where they'll see you. So, for example, I could theoretically put him here. He would get spotted. Here, maybe not. Seems about right. Let's see if we can get away with this, though. We can. Good. Now this, you've got to be a bit careful, make sure that all the routes, all the squares getting him there, won't trigger them. Because you'd have to end your square triggering them, you just have to trigger them in one square, and it's all over. Oh, okay, we're still good. I don't think you're going to be getting any closer without triggering, so...
Overwatch.
I am watching.
Overwatch. Moving to Overwatch.
Let's get you in and we'll trigger with your last grenade. And you've got a flashbang if something goes wrong. A flashbang is... It's no mimic beacon, but it's still a greater panic button. Now, none of these shots are great, but they're definitely better than nothing, so... At the moment, they're obviously out of cover. If they get into half cover, they get plus 20 to their defense. Overwatch gives me minus 15 to my aim, so it's still better than waiting for them to get into cover.
Overwatch.
Everyone else I want fully ready to react, though. And even better, I can get into some full cover before I make the boom. Just going to check we're not going to blow up any friendly supplies. Try and get all of them and as much of their cover as possible. I think that's ideal. Oh, loot destroyed. Unlucky. But still, we killed one. Oh well.
That is not good.
Interesting. Now I probably think running in with over the sword is the best move. So that's probably going to be how we kill that. This guy seems like much more of a problem, but actually he's really not, because we can miss with the stock and still get that guaranteed damage. However, I'm assuming at this point that there are no pods left. Because we've taken out, well, 6 enemies and then 1 of this pod. but that is still an assumption. And assumptions get you killed.
Moving to position.
Oh, it's got sustain. In that case, we'll try and catch that sustain with an Overwatch from Adam. I think we have to be even more aggressive to try and finish them off. Grapple doesn't cost an action, which makes it amazing. So I think the move here, kill him with the stock. And now we have 1, 2 Overwatches to catch that priest, which is again no guarantee, but I think it's a decent failsafe. Be great if our ranger had Blade Storm, but we just need one of these to hit and we're in. In fact, no, he can miss and it's fine. So actually, I called it before it happened.
All hostiles are down and the area is secure. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
And that was actually a flawless mission on Legend with permanent dark events. That never happens. Let's take a commemorative photo. Beautiful. Alright, if you like it, I might start doing a whole campaign. I think for now I'll just keep them as separate battles and leave out the macro strategy for now. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.